Senator Manchin, I am so sick and tired of your BS. Today you were going on and on and on about debt and basically BS. Okay, first, if you're so worried about $1.75 trillion being so damaged debt wise, why don't you actually put in some of your ideas about tax and spend so that the bill is actually paid for and doesn't incur debt? And why don't you actually convince Kristen Sinema to increase the corporate tax rate and keep it multi-year so that maybe the government doesn't incur debt and we actually pay down some of our debt as well? That's an idea. But also, Manchin, I'm going to do your job in this video and explain the economic benefits of this package. Here's the thing. It is a jobs program. Okay, you authorized $3.5 trillion, all 50 senators technically did, to be spent over the course of 10 years in the form of $350 billion a year on any federal budget program that they please. But you and your colleague, Senator Sinema, are forcing such drastic cuts that paid family leave and Medicare prescription drug negotiations are gone. But hearing is still there, I guess. So I guess that's a start. So what is left looks like this. First, so if paid family leave is truly gone, we have to subsidize childcare. You have to give us something. You have to explain to the mothers, the fathers, why they have to go bankrupt paying for childcare so that they can go to work to, especially if they're making only, minimum wage. It's not fair, And also, since you won't raise the wages to $15 an hour, you have to give us something, at least. Also, $1.75 trillion buys the start of universal pre-K and kindergarten. That should be an easy thing for any senator. We need to strengthen our education program here in the United States. We need more good quality pre-K teachers. We need kindergarten. We need more money in education. More education dollars is a good thing. Also, $1.75 trillion buys jobs in infrastructure, building houses, roads, fixing things, fixing potholes, fixing bridges, fixing ports, broadband, internet, affordable housing, HUD housing, public housing, Section 8 housing, stuff like that. It's a jobs program. More revenue to the government. Also, since you are so worried about your precious coal investments in West Virginia, we have to go around you. So, if you're willing to go with $555 billion in tax incentives, we'll take it. We'll start the civilian climate corps that way. We have to do something to save this planet. The planet's going to die in my lifetime, not yours. You'll be long dead. That's why you don't care. I want to hand the planet off to my children in some better form than, I received it. But also, here's the most frustrating thing. The Veterans Hospital actually has prescription drug negotiation. So it only makes fiscal sense for Medicare to have it as well. Like I was saying in the beginning of the video, this program would at least start the beginnings of hearing. It should be implemented fully for dental and vision. You should not have to rely fully on Medicare Advantage just for the privilege of having Medicare. It's long overdue for just having original Medicare to have hearing, dental, and vision. But also, here's the other part. Since you're not willing to raise wages, in-home healthcare workers will finally get a raise, a desperately needed raise. Who do you think's been taking care of all the elderly people who have been sick from COVID at minimum wage? In-home health cares. And also, there is waiting lists that are years long in some places. We need money to streamline this process. There are people waiting for home health. Money is needed. We need billions. So if you're so worried about what this will look like economically, that's what it looks like. Jobs, wages are going up in certain places. Tax incentives in childcare. Students would get an extra $550 a year in their Pell Grant. Because I don't believe in having to bankrupt yourselves in loans just to go to school. But also, paid family leave, why must this be such a big issue for you, Joe? You're one of those people that are blessed that you don't have to worry about the financial aspects, that you have paid family leave, you have the money to cut a check, for home health care workers or whatever type of arrangements that you need if a loved one is ever sick. I don't. I need some type of guarantees that I have still a job if a loved one gets sick. That is just not fair. We are the only country that doesn't have paid family leave. But I guess what's the most frustrating about all this is, for the last 10 years, Democrats, Republicans, we have to beg you to do the right thing. Just do the right thing. For once. You're 71 years old. Who knows what the future may hold, especially in COVID times. Why don't you just try playing ball for once?